Marion, it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57's the mic. Rock 57. I hope you got your left because I have to take you to school. Check it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
But it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Darius Slay. 4 yards.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
The 40-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. Nope. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
28-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yards that time on the punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 52. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not